5, Jordan Simmons, and linebacker number 15, Jayron Robinson. Sorry, student athletes for the question. Questions for the student athletes, and hopefully coach will be in here shortly. The floor is open. Please identify yourself and your affiliation before your first question. The floor is open for questions.
Jordan Robinson, St. John's Press. Is this, how foreign of a feeling is this, considering you guys made the comeback, but it just didn't go your way like it has been so many times?
It's disappointing, but like I was telling my guys, I'm disappointed, but I'm satisfied. I'm not satisfied, but I'm not disappointed in my team. We battled, we played hard. We could have easily laid down at halftime, but my guys, starting with the seniors, just fighting through adversity. We've been talking about adversity all year, and I feel like we did a good job in the second half, but just coming out battling and fighting. Unfortunately, just didn't go our way.
What was the half, the halftime, talk with the players in terms of just being a Northwest football player, that you were down 21-0, and was it kind of like a matter of pride that you had to get back in the game?
No, we know we've been here before. We've been in these types of situations. We just had to settle down. We were shooting ourselves in the foot. First half, we were killing ourselves. It was just a matter of settling down and playing Bearcat football.
Was there any doubt in your mind after the interception that you'd win it, after Brian's interception?
Which one?
After Brian's interception.
Oh,
you all tied it, he gets the interception, you got the ball, all the momentum, 4.5 minutes left.
We knew the whole time. We just believe. We always talk about believing. And the Twins, they've done a great job all season of making big plays when you need them. It is what it is.
Jayron, what did you see in their punt block formation that kind of allowed you to get through there consistently today?
Well, we cheer our special team just like any facet of the game. So, we approach it with seriousness and we prepare. Coach Rock put a great game plan together for us to attack the shield, to get to the ball. And all we had to do was execute. Simple as that. He put us in position to succeed as far as that aspect.
Well, after your second one, and then they got the offense, they tied the game. What was the reaction like? And like you said, was there any doubt in your mind considering the history of this program?
It felt like everything was starting to turn and go our way. It's like that sometimes. There's ups and downs, and we thought we had it after that.
Jordan, how did the comeback today kind of compare to some of the ones you made in the past, considering how good their defense was and what the circumstances were temperature-wise today?
It's definitely up there. We've had some, last year with Midwestern, we've had some great comebacks, but this is probably up there. Just the adversity that we came through this game. With the temperature and the level of play with the defense that Minnesota had. I take my hat off to them. They played a great game. But yeah, it's definitely up there.
How are you feeling throughout the day? Run the ball consistently, but then even there in the overtime, you come out and you make the touchdown catch. Were you fighting the injury all day? It was kind of hurting.
I've been fighting it all week, but it's like my coach has been talking about all season. No toughness, no championship, and that's been our motto. It was definitely difficult last week sitting on the sideline, but this week if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out swinging. That's why I suited up this week.
All right. Any more questions for student athletes? Okay. You guys go back to locker. Coach Dorrel. That's nice. Oh. We'll start. Coach Dorrel, give an opening.
Yeah, first off, I apologize for my tardiness. I was lost in the wrong building. First, I just want to, I want to say thank you to Mankato State. They've done a great job. They've been awesome hosts. We've had the privilege of going to a lot of places, and sometimes they're good visits, and sometimes they're not. But these guys did an unbelievable job today. They're a first-class organization. This football program, the football program they have, what their team's done this year, it's quite remarkable, and that's a tribute to their coaches and their kids. They've got high-character kids, and they got high-character coaches. So I congratulate them, and I thank them for their hospitality. Very proud of our kids. I thought they battled through some adversity today. We didn't quit, and anytime your kids don't do that, I think it's a sign of the kids in your program. And we've got great kids in our program. We've got quality student athletes. Very proud of our senior class. You know, I told our kids after the game, and I didn't mean this in a negative way, this isn't the most talented football team we've ever had. For us to get to where we're at right now, I think it says a lot about our kids, and I think it says a lot about our team leaders and our captains. Very proud of our quarterback. The game of football and that quarterback position, unless you've ever played it or worked with those guys, not that I've ever played that position before, it's a tough position to play. And when you do the things that he did in the first half, for him to just reset his mind and come out in the second half and play like he did, that's why that guy's our team captain, and I'm very proud of him. Very proud of our entire football team. I just thought our special teams were lights out today, and they kept us in the football game, and you know, my hat's off to them. But unfortunately, at the end of the day, when you turn the football over 4 times, you're not going to win a football game. You're not going to beat the #1 ranked team. I was very disappointed after the interception and the 15-yard penalty we took. And it really frustrates me. And it's uncalled for. And I just felt like that was a big turning point in the game. 1 first down, and we're probably going to be in field goal range. I was disappointed at the end of the game in our 2-minute situation. We work on those a lot, and we did not execute. And I think when you play on the road, I think you gotta take advantage of those opportunities, and we didn't. We ran a play called verbal on first down, and Tyler Shaw had the wrong check, and he didn't run the play. He was supposed to split the safeties. Instead, he ran a flag, so we took a sack. The very next play, we talked about not taking a sack, and we give up a sack. So I just was disappointed in that situation. And you know, he said, Aaron, if you have it over to do again, I'd probably go for 2 down there in the first overtime. I was going to do that. We ran a play out there. They didn't have the personnel on the field that I thought they would have, and they used the timeout, and then I decided to kick it. So, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I think that's it.
Did Trevor just kind of lose somebody in the zone on that last play, considering how good he played in the second half?
Yeah, he did. It was a 2-play check, and we've been running it and been pretty successful with it all day. And they showed blitz, and they got checked out of their blitz right at the end, and they zoned it up. And it's still a good play to zone. Really good protection. Just, you know, again, if he would have the ball back, throw it out of the back of the end zone or check it down.
You put into words the toughness Jordan Simmons showed in this game.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you bringing that up, David, because he's been a tough kid.
What was kind of behind you going against the wind in the
I'm
second?
going to finish
Oh,
that
sorry.
question first, sorry. He's been a tough kid for 5 years for our program. Just really proud of him, where he's come from. He'd be the first to tell you he's got better here as a, not just a football player, but as a person, student athlete. Very proud of him for that. You have surgery last week. You know, I've been coaching for 15 years. I don't know how many kids can be able to get done with surgery and play today. And you know, it would have been easy for him to, thank you, would have been easy for him to set out. I thought it would have been easy for him. He took some shots today to check out of the game, and he didn't. So, you know, my goal now is if he's going to try to get into an NFL camp, if he can't, come back and finish up his degree. And he's going to have to tell me no. I'm trying to get him to go into coaching. He'd be a great coach. He'd be a great mentor for kids, and he'd be a great recruiter. Sorry, go ahead.
No problem. What was the thinking behind going against the wind, switching the field in the second one?
Honestly, I felt like our kicker was better than theirs. You know, I thought if it got into a field goal situation in the second overtime, I felt like our kid had proven he'd make some long field goals. And, you know, nothing against their kid. I'm just going off statistics. I thought maybe he had missed a few. He had missed a few this year longer. So I just thought if it got into a field goal battle, I'd maybe try to give us an advantage.
How tough was it containing that quarterback today?
He's a special young man. I think their coaches, the one thing that I don't think they get enough credit for is their coaches do a good job of putting him in a position to succeed. And he does a good job of taking care of the football. The way he extends plays, it's just a nightmare on your defense because if they catch in man and he breaks a tackle or flushes the pocket, then you've got problems.
Did this comeback kind of have a different feel with the the colder weather and the good defense, pretty sound defense that you were facing today?
No, and you mean in regards to
Just like your previous comeback?
No, I felt the momentum swung obviously with the pump blocks, and I was very proud of our kids for that. And I don't know. I think I'm just still maybe a little bit in shock because there was no doubt in my mind I thought we were going to win that game, and our kids always fight hard, and we've always done that when we're in a hole. So
Is James just not ready to go today?
he was not. Our medical people kept assessing him throughout the week, and it became apparent yesterday when our walkthrough that we were going to have to scratch him.
What did that do to your game plan? Did it change it much?
A little bit. Probably affected our third down stuff with our passes, and we've just been using Jordan Simmons there so much.
One more question.
Okay. Anybody else?
Coach, get back with your team.
Yeah, thanks, Phil.